All right, hi Taha. Thank you so much for this. This is very interesting, and it must be a wonderful feeling to be able to teach the youth of your country these very relevant and probably old dances. I think it's just fantastic. All right, so excuse me. I wanted to go over a little bit of what is going on here. I'm going to turn this down just a bit. There we go. So as I wanted to catch that a little earlier. Oh, well, okay. So we're starting over again. So look at the foot height as look how he is already starting to lift his foot, and behind he is behind in tempo. And by the way, your English is fantastic. Writing, please let me know if I might be speaking too quickly, or or if you need me to write everything out. So that's not a problem. So I just look at in English we would say this is variation of technique. Okay. So look at hand placement here, and then also look at foot placement. See where, see how high he has a fairly high heel lift. His left foot comes way up, whereas the others don't necessarily. The heel lift might be mid calf here. Actually, I think even he, as he comes out, his heel is actually hitting the bottom of his garment here. So look at the faces also. It looks like the girls are supposed to be turned and looking to the left, looking at their male counterpart, it looks like. But she's facing forward, so is she. She is, but we have a couple of heads turned to the left. So again, we have variation of technique here. The males look to be looking to the right. His chin is down, so he's while he has his head to the right, he's got a dropped chin there. So and look at the stance here. He's just finishing up with the last movement, but the stance is his stance right here is very different from the others. So this is why the performance can look a little bit disjointed and not gel as well as it could. So he was late. The middle male looked like he forgot. Now see how his torso is turned to the audience. So is his, and it looks like his isn't as much as his is. But these two barely had their torso, their upper body at least, turned to the audience so that they could do the look at the audience and hold that position. And you can see as they come through, didn't turn, did turn, did not turn. And it looks like she forgets when she's supposed to turn there. But if we can go back just a moment, not only do you need to look for variation of technique, the uniformity of technique is really going to help everything gel together. But when you look at a performance, what I was taught to do when I'm judging is called sampling. So you sample from this small group, you sample from that small group, you take a part of that group and merge them with another part of another group and sample them, and then you sample, and you continuously move throughout the members of the performance, and you sample, you look at what they're doing. You take a sample. Really, you can't. It's not like you take a little scraping of something, a sample that way, but you're looking at the visual performance and taking a sample of what these 5 are doing, or what these 3 are doing over here, what these 4 in the middle are doing, what these what the ones at the front are doing, what the ones at the back are doing, the right and the left side. And then, of course, you have and if you're going to then start describing things to the cast, to your performers, then you have to remember, and I'm sure you already know this, but I just want to go over this with you. Make sure that we're on that level ground. You have a difference between audience right and audience left. So I'm your audience as you're looking at me. You're the performer, and you have stage right, which is audience left, and stage left, which is audience right. Then you have the front and the back, which, was the same for the audience. But I just want to make sure that we're clear on that. But now look as the males come out here. The girls are doing well. The first girl here, she's a little bit confused on her timing for when she has to turn. But I want you to see something. Look at this male, and then this male. And notice the difference of their approach as they're coming out. No, it wasn't him. It was the fourth male. So as they're coming out, they're moving this way, sideways, with shoulders pretty much flat to the line. And what I mean by that is the dance line is moving this way. They're aligned shoulder to shoulder like this. So the shoulders are then flat to that line. Whereas the 4th young man coming out, he's doing this. So it's there's a big difference there, and it sticks out. As you can see, it does stick out. He's also a little bit early on some of his turns. There he goes. He's early again. So it's a matter of lots and lots of intense training, but also much practice. This is so very interesting. I really like this. So notice her. She is much more flamboyant, much more wide open as far as her movement is concerned. Not only her feet, but in her body. Look how she is pushing her hips forward to bring her around what she's going to do. But none of the other girls are doing that. She is very, very different. Well, actually, I think she's doing the same thing, pretty close to it. But she has pushed her hips out in order to make that turn right here. But watch her feet compared to the other girls. She's moving back and forth, where the other girls are very, very conservative in their movement. And then look at the arms here as well. Her arms not even up, and we have other arms at a nice big T here. So what are the girls supposed to be doing? Are the girls supposed to be, is this a kind, maybe a ripple? A ripple with one of the girls bringing her arms up first, and then another girl, and another, and another. And so it ripples all the way through the formation? Or are they supposed to be doing things simultaneously? So things to figure out, maybe, I don't know. So with me watching this for the first time, I don't know exactly what's supposed to happen. I can have a kind of an idea in my mind. See how she moves back and forth. It's the movement is beautiful. She really does a great job. And the other girls as well, they do a fine job as also. But is this supposed to be as flamboyant as that young lady at the right or on stage left was supposed to make it? So how big are the circles supposed to be? As the young men, it's same with the girls. As they make their circles, some are going out more, some are going out less. And sorry, just had a bug on my screen here. So it's a matter of again, uniformity of technique. How big is that circle supposed to be? Are the how many steps does it take to get through that circle? It looks so complicated. Now here, it looks relatively messy. So should they have cleaner lines? Should they be lined up behind one another? Or should they be in random places around the stage? Probably have some very proud families out there in the audience, and rightfully so. I would imagine that these dances go back centuries, and they're from the Caucasus Mountains, the Caucasus mountain range. It's just amazing to me, and that this type of dancing crosses all kinds of boundaries. Jordan and I read Russia and Georgia and a couple others. It's quite interesting. There we go. So now, are they so? A question that I have is then, are they supposed to be in step? Are they all supposed to be left, right? Or does it matter? Can they just move out? You can see that they're out of step. The four girls who came out at first. Oh, I was watching something else with the boys with the very long sleeves. Oh, and they're young girls too. Oh, great. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know the significance of the traditional dress. I don't know why the long sleeves. I can kind of take a guess, but really, I find this fascinating, and it's the dress is amazing and transcends different it transcends different cultures. Because you all come from the Caucasus, you're all Caucasian. It's amazing. All right, so as the young men come through, are they supposed to turn their head? So we have this young man at the front. He turns his head to the right, but then the rest don't. And he keeps turning his head to look as well. The little guy there. Actually, the little guys, I think that's... Oh, very nice. So, the girls look like they're doing well. The boys are kind of bunching up and then spreading out, bunching up, spreading out as they move. It would look a lot better if they could hold their spacing. And those on the side, it would look good if they could clap in time with the music. It looks like the boys are doing well with their technique of only walking on the platform of the foot. The platform is then what we call the ball of the foot then, and everything forward. Instead of just the toes, it's the whole platform there. And then even the girls here, having that spacing and keeping that alignment is going to look much, much better. You can see here how there is a big break right there with that line. And see, even the boys have a couple of big breaks. So having two lines to create that large wedge formation is going to look so much better. So so as you teach them, you need to let them know that before they turn here and watch the two come up, and they're clapping along and pretty much facing that the two dancers there. They need to make sure that they're in line first as they move into position. They make sure that they're in line first, then they can turn and clap, and turn and see these two dancers here. Oh, and he's on point. So there's the being on the toe versus being on the platform. Now, in ballet, the women have ballet slippers with a wooden toe there. I just find it interesting. I wonder if that's the case there, and I also wonder if the young lady is also doing point as well. So what I see is quite a bit of stamina. All of the boys and the girls doing really well with with their ability to hold the marching on the foot platform, hold the arm out the whole time, or with the girls having their arms out. This is just fascinating for me. And again, the spacing, the girls would do well to space, to use all of the space in the back here instead of bunching up and then anticipating. That's the whole point here. They're anticipating, okay, he goes and then she goes and then now I'm moving up. He goes and she goes. Now I'm moving up. Okay, it's my turn and go. And so instead of doing that, just try to instill in them the confidence of just relax, wait your turn. Everything's going to progress. Keep your spacing. As you move up, then you'll be able to go at the certain point. So I've been doing this now, let's see, 22 minutes. I don't think you need to see much more of me. Fascinated with your video here. Although I will watch the kids, the young men and women perform. I'll watch the rest of this. But I so appreciate being able to work with you. And let's connect on WhatsApp. I'll send you an email. Use my phone number down there, and this is going to be fun. I think it really is. And then I can send you some judge training materials as well. And then when you develop the eye for being a judge, I think that's going to help you in your training, in your ability to teach. So. Thanks. I appreciate it. Have a great week.